He'll look to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st down, it's Wilson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Wilson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that will be incomplete.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hits.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run with Wilson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Wilson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 2nd and 3. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Wilson. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run again with Wilson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Let it go. Let it go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Get him, boys.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And now the rookie's free. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point attempt to come here. And that will cut this lead down to 13. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2nd and 6. Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Wilson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Now Washington down by 16, 2:25 remaining. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walker. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Wilson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.